How is it going, interwebs? Welcome to A Link to the Past Randomizer League Season 2. We are in the playoffs. We have a semifinals match for you all today. I was going to say tonight because I'm used to being awake at night. It is not night yet, unless you're in Europe, which I believe one of our beautiful commentary people are. How's it going?
Exactly. It's 10 p.m.
It's like 10 p.m. over there, so it is. I was saying good evening to you.
Yeah, thank you. Good whatever to you. Good afternoon, I guess.
Yeah, good afternoon. I'm like 8-9 hours behind you, something like that. So how's it going, everyone? We have Dracarys for Team Clown Parade versus Kyong from Kinda Rando Retired. I guess not as retired as they wanted to be because they are in the semifinals. So we will see. Two awesome runners. They have never raced against each other before. This is their first time racing, so see some excitement there. Today we have an all dungeons key sanity race. So strap in. We're gonna be here for probably a hot minute. So yeah, I actually really like this this game mode. Have you played a lot of this game mode?
Well, yes, I actually like Key Sanity more and more. And I think you forgot to mention that we have an assured sword.
Yes, I did forget that.
Yeah.
I'm the worst. How could
Don't worry.
Very important part. So yeah, assured sword. So we might see these runners pop into good old escape. Oh well, yeah, it's a standard seed, so I guess they are gonna pop into escape. That's how that works. It's standard. Listen, I'm doing my best here. So yeah, so we are off. Link's house not having anything too fun for us right now, so we'll see how we get through. These runners are going to be wanting to kill a couple of enemies on their way, just because getting back to the back of sewers can be a little bit of a adventure if they don't get any bombs. So they will want to try and kill a couple enemies when they can. Probably aren't going to go too out of their way.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of rats being killed. Because they can have many bombs. And the uncle today has only 5 rupees for us.
Alright, we are getting our first key to Dark Palace. One of those pretty important keys. We're going to want at least 4 to full clear the dungeon. If there's nothing important in there, just 1 in a bow will do. So we'll see how many of those we actually end up picking up. It's always one of those fun little situations.
Exactly. I don't think we will need all of the pod keys because the guys could use bottle glitch or they could also use the hammer jump. Both of them are capable of doing this. So we're probably fine with less pod keys.
Yeah. The only way that 5 for a full clear gets found is if you do open that first lobby door, which sometimes you want to do if you feel like you are going to want to save that time. Finding 50 rupees up in that chest. It's going to be helpful to buy some bombs later, I guess, or do some bottle merchant action. So finding a decent hoard of rupees right there, it was always a little nice.
Exactly. At least you want to have 150 when you head to Kakariko to check the bottle vendor and also to get the bombs if you need them.
Exactly. So yeah, both these runners very experienced, knowing their sword strats to get rid of these guards pretty quickly. You can see they're doing pretty much the same exact things. Pretty standard stuff if you're familiar with NMG or any speedrun variety, really, of this.
Exactly, and both are on the same way, and probably you will need about 6 minutes to finish that escape sequence. Maybe if you find a mirror here, then we can do it a bit quicker.
Yeah, give or take. It kind of depends if they get back to that back of sewers situation. Obviously, there's no text, so generally around like 5.5 to 6.5 minutes is pretty standard. I'm being very generous with that 6.5.
Yeah. And meanwhile, we found the map of Skullwoods. Maps are quite nice to have to check if we have Crystal or Pendant Dungeon. Oh wait, all dungeons anyway.
Yeah, not so much in all dungeons. You are gonna want to do all the dungeons. The only thing is that you can go over to Saha and talk to Big Bomb Dude. So that's kind of one of those weird things with all dungeons key sanity that you don't really have to worry about. The one thing you do have to worry about is some Aga Tower keys. That's the scummy part of this. But we'll get to that once we see one of those.
Yeah, nobody likes to go there, but in this mode you have to go there.
So yeah, so far not anything too crazy. These runners are just kind of rocking what they walked in here with, just a little more rich than before.
Yeah, we
Both
only
saving the princess. Oh.
Yeah, never mind. Well, yeah, you're right. We just only found 80 rupees and the map for Skullwoods, but we have 4 more checks left. Well, 1 definitely, and 3 more if we find bombs.
Yeah. We have a couple different prize packs that we can search through here. They killed a couple guards. I didn't see anything too crazy coming out. The thing with drop packs is that they are not randomized anymore. If you can identify a prize pack, you might be able to manipulate getting a bomb. I believe that was Snakes might give them a bomb. The small heart, I mean they're all small. The hearts will generally will pop out a bomb eventually. So I think maybe killing snakes is the answer here, but they're also checking some mice as well. Bats don't drop anything. Don't bother killing them. They can stay alive. Yeah, I feel like there's a bomb lurking somewhere. I'm pretty sure there's a bomb lurking somewhere here.
Not yet.
No, not today.
Nope.
So yeah, that's unfortunate, but if both of them don't end up back there, no skin off their bones. Obviously they don't know that, but it's just a matter of who gets back there next.
Exactly. Once we find the cloth, we will definitely do that check.
Yeah, the worst is always getting into one of these rooms and grabbing a bomb and be like, oh, thanks. Couldn't have had that 5 seconds ago. So yeah, just a little over 6 minutes. Both these runners are at it. Kyong pulling ahead a little, grabbing a shovel out of the sink chest. So that's kind of a nice item to have out of Kakariko. You can kind of just walk over and get that out of the way when you're done with that sweep. So I like having that item on me pretty early.
Yeah, at least escape was not that empty. We took at least a shovel with us.
Ooh, all right. Bush crab's got some bombs. Kyong, I think, accidentally murdering the crab.
Think so.
So, whoops. He's actually going to check Lumberjack. There is a small key. You don't like seeing that. That could be an important key.
No.
And you just don't know.
Yeah, so, well, you actually, in best case, you combine Aga before the Ganon fight. But now we don't know which key it is, so we probably see an early check. And there's the bow.
Yeah, so getting a nice bow in the Lost Woods, always a nice item to have pretty early, especially in Key Sandy. Kind of helps with that pod routing, like I said. Dracarys deciding to do a little digging.
Oh!
Wow.
And he's successful.
Yeah. Man, whenever I start digging around, I do not get the item I want. I get every item except for the one that I want multiple times. It's just, I never get that lucky. Kyong, though, he was able to take advantage of that bush crab, so he's got significantly more bombs, but I think Dracarys should be fine.
Meanwhile, Dracarys isn't Blind's hideout. Starts with a red boomerang. Small key to Meyer. Some bombs, there you go. And the Moon Pearl.
Nice. So yeah, pretty standard stuff. Small key to Meyer, not something we're particularly interested in. Grabbing some more money, so that's good. Gonna have a little security blanket if he does need to buy bombs and be able to take care of the bottle vendor by the end of this little sweep here. He's gonna make his way over to Cackwell, see what we find in here.
So the first chest, we have a map to Eastern.
I don't know if they're gonna check those maps, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not sure as well, because well,
yeah, they can get all the info they really need out of it. So
exactly. And the early cape, maybe Aga's required earlier than we expected.
Yeah, if we see 2 keys and a lamp, you're gonna kind of start thinking that may be required.
Exactly, but we have plenty of checks left.
Yeah, this is a mode where you really don't worry about, like, if you have to do AGA, then you have to do AGA. It's one of those things that gets a lot nicer. Chicken Hut hide in a glove, so now they can get back to the back of Escape. That's always nice. You never want to have a glove in the back of Escape, which has happened on multiple occasions to people. It's not fun.
Yeah. I think there's anything which hasn't happened before.
Yeah.
And there's a book.
Nice. Book's cool. Book gets us into desert. Wouldn't be able to do too much in there right now, but we can check it out if we want to.
Exactly. Meanwhile, we check the vanilla book location. And we find only Piece of Heart. I'm coming back there for that.
Yeah, so after this, we'll probably see Dracarys go turn in his shovel check. Yep, he's turning around. And then we'll see what these 2 runners decide to do. We'll see if they decide to do the same thing. Maybe head over to back of Sank real quick. They might decide to go South Shore. They might decide to go over to the Saha area, figure out what that green pendant is. Maybe take a dip into Eastern. So we'll see what happens. That's always the interesting part.
Yeah, that's what I like about Kisanthi, that you might have opportunities that these runners choose different locations, and that's what really makes it interesting. Sometimes you have very linear seats, and those seats which are open quite early are always fun to watch.
You'll see Kyong just decided to try and go ahead and just say that there's something important. With Kisanthi, that's usually a pretty good call. Because more times than not, you'll have a key or something you kind of want up there. Unfortunately, not today, but definitely a worthy choice on his part.
Exactly.
We'll see if he decides to follow Dracarys' footsteps. It looks like he might not be.
So let's see what the dam has for us today. Oh, Kyong's going to check the left checks from Escape.
Yeah. He had a couple more. Ooh!
The hammer.
Well, that's our Dark World access, which is
nice find.
Kinda nuts pretty early on like this.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm a big fan. I think Dracarys is gonna cash in that book as well, which is... I don't know if that was his plan from the beginning, or maybe got the hammer and is like, all right, I'm gonna check this real quick, and then I'm gonna go to the Dark World. I'm not sure.
Oh, Kyong found one of the most important small keys, the Swamp Small Key.
Yeah, that is
a lot of checks.
Yeah, that is probably arguably one of the most important ones that can elude you pretty easily. That thing can be anywhere but swamp.
Yeah.
Or swamp, like, progression locked.
Well, on the other hand, it's also nice to have go mode swamp so you can skip left side. But it's not very likely.
That's the dream, isn't it? Kyong gonna be grabbing his hammer out of here. So yeah, Dracarys is heading over to Desert, checking out the ledge. This is honestly a worthy play. You get to check one chest, and then you can go ahead and see what's on the torch. And if something was here on the desert ledge, getting that would have been nice. It's kind of something that people don't really go for. So if something was big there, that would have been pretty nice.
Yeah, exactly. But you have also the opportunity to go straight to Dark World and to check Hype Cave when you're finding the hammer at the dam.
Just got a piece of heart. I think he might be stealing the key. So he's gonna get 2 more checks out of here. This is... Oh, maybe. He's also checking what's on the torch. Just kidding. All right. Whew. I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. That's spooky in all dungeons.
Meanwhile, Kyong at Mini Moldum Cave just finds a small key to Gan's tower. Well, not that much progression right now. And he's going to check Ice Rod Cave. You often see runners skip these quite long because it's a bit isolated and you wait to have the flute to go back there. But it's of course pretty understandable play to check it right now.
Yeah, we pretty much had these runners go in opposite directions for the isolated checks. You have Ice Rod Cave and you have Agana Cave. Ice Rod Cave is the more popular one because if you do have that Moon Pearl, you can get a couple more checks with fake flippers out of the way. You can go over to the Hobo and you can go over to do Waterfall Cave. You can check out what's on the Zora Ledge, and ultimately, if you have enough money, check out what Zora has himself. So, a lot more checks than, say, if you go over to the desert area, even with the book.
Exactly. But Ice Rod Cave only has a shield for us. No more damage by arrows, but I don't think the arrows will be critical. And Kyong decides to fake flip away Dracarys heading to Hype Cave. So, how much hype is it today?
There's our first bottle that we've seen on the... Ooh, alright.
Ooh, the flute.
First bottle on Hylia Island. I'm sure we'll run into a better one to get than that. But yeah, flute's pretty nice. I'd take that out of Hype Cave any...
Exactly, and logically opens a few checks on Death Mountain. But we still missing the hook shot, or... Oh, we have the bomb.
Yeah, so Desert Palace and Tower of Hera are going to be good crystals today.
Yeah, well, we still need a hook shot or a mirror to really check Death Mountain.
Yeah, but with that flute, it's not a big deal. You can, go in, you can auto-logically save the old man, and then you'll have a save and quit point there if you need it. And you can check out Spec Rock and all that. There's always a possibility of something being there.
Exactly. So we have quite a few checks open, so it will be interesting where the runners decide to go. Dracarys not checking the pyramid ledge for us. And just 10 arrows.
He has 0 arrows. I cannot believe he did not pick that up.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I actually thought I picked it up.
I thought he may want to pop over into pod real quick, get a couple checks out of there, but I guess just saving it for another day. I mean, only having 1 pod key, not the wisest decision, but,
Exactly, and Catfish is
wouldn't be
also
unheard of.
quite isolated, but of course it's nicer to go there if you have the mirror, so you can do the Zora check as well. But we're still missing a lot of rupees to check Zora.
Yeah, we haven't been given a lot of money yet, so... We'll probably be quite loaded by the end of the seed.
Yeah, it's just a key sanity thing. Because you have the maps and compass and the keys shuffled, you're less likely to find rupees.
Ooh, there's our first big key. Turtle Rock big key? Yeah. That's a good one. That is definitely a good one.
That's pretty nice.
There's a couple big keys that we are not gonna want, or ideally don't need. That is definitely not one of them. We want that big key.
Exactly. Skullwoods or Swamp is yeah, maybe a nice to have, but it's not important if you don't have it, unless there's progression in the big chest.
Yeah. It looks like Kyong is also going to be picking that up. So good on him for going over to Catfish. That's a pretty janky spot to have something nice in. But again, with Key Sandy, you start, especially Eldengen's Key Sandy, you kind of tend to be a little more thorough. So that's why you're seeing these runners kind of go and check these kind of isolated areas that might not you'll want to go to.
And Dracarys activating his flute and maybe checking Village of Outcast afterwards, or flying to the mountain.
Looks like he's taking a flight. Probably going up to the mountain. Nope, I'm wrong. Don't listen to me. He's gonna be... Oh yeah, he didn't do
right.
yet.
Exactly. So it will be pretty interesting where the runners, which dungeon will be the first they will dip. Well, we saw Desert, but you can now go to Port. You have a small key. You can also check Eastern, as you only need the big key to finish it, but you also have some checks in the front.
Yeah, I'm a big fan in All Dungeons Key Sanity of going into Eastern. That's a lot of Sphere 1 checks. I don't know. I feel like it's more often than not you are gonna have to double dip that in All Dungeons Key Sanity. So I just go there pretty much as soon as I can.
Exactly, because you have so many checks there at the very beginning, the Sasha checks, and it's a quite dense spot for the beginning.
Dracarys, because he got that flute, was able to save just a wee bit of time with that with this Ice Rod Cave. Kyong and me heading over to Village of Outcast. I wonder if Dracarys is going to choose to do some fake flip run of his own.
So Dracarys is going to... Oh, he's taking a look at Easton.
Yep. Yeah, I like this. I'm a big fan of it. I don't think he's been to the back of Saha yet either, so it's a lot of checks over here that you can bust out relatively quickly. Kyong, on the other hand, dipping over into Skull Woods first. Gonna be checking out this back chest and then making his way towards the front.
Yeah, it's a quite common play. You recently see quite often that people start from the back, but we can go to the moth because we don't have the firewood yet. But it's a play you see quite often.
Yeah. Sahasrahla telling us that Swamp Palace is our green pendant today.
And we found our second Skullwoods key, which we don't really need.
No, it makes routing it a little better. Means you can kind of drop down into the hole and make routing a little better. Kyong stealing a key, I guess, to do that?
I think so.
Yeah, he gets the same exact situation. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's gonna get nabbed.
And he's going to check the spots in the front, where we have 3 more checks.
Yeah, 3 more. Math is really hard.
Yeah.
Listen. Math, it's not even math, it's counting.
Yeah. It's 1 + 1 + 1. So
No, it's 4. It's 4. There's 4.
Oh, right.
There's 4 checks. Also
Oh,
the mirror.
gosh. Yeah, there's a mirror.
Oh, man. Don't listen to me. Pay attention to the mirror that we all just got. Mirror's a nice thing. He doesn't have to wait for the hand to swoop him up now. He can just mirror back to the entrance. So I'd say that was a worthy thing to get.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, let's see if Kyong checking Bumper Cave. Because we have the cape. Yes, he will.
Yeah, well, it might hop over to Graveyard Ledge as well, potentially, with that new mirror in hand. Nope, just a heart today. Which, he is a little lower on hearts than you kind of want to be walking around Dark World with, but not the end of the world.
Exactly.
Not gonna spend 45 seconds grabbing that.
Yeah, I mean, we're still on Green Mail, but these runners are so experienced, and mostly if you see someone die, it's they want to die. So
that's a mood.
yeah. No, I mean more intentional death.
I have definitely never died in this game, except for when I wanted to die.
Of course.
Never. Absolutely never. So yeah, Kyong did end up going over to Graveyard Ledge, getting a small key out of it. We'll see what kind it is. GT? Maybe. It depends.
Not that thing you want to find right now.
Yeah, it depends if we have to go through there at all. Generally, you're not gonna need to, but I mean, if you have to search through GT, having a key is good, I guess, or something.
Okay, so Kyong is heading back to Village of Outcast while Dracarys is doing the checks we've seen from Kyong. No. Ah, he didn't check Lumberjack.
Yeah, he does the thing that I also do this. Without boots, checking this is kind of a, I don't know, not a priority, because you can't even get to it anyways. I like to combo this in with my Bonk Rocks check. What? Do you know what was happening there?
Sorry?
That he was just kind of running into the bush. I don't know.
Yeah.
Am I crazy?
I was looking at Kyong, sorry.
No, you're fine. Dracarys was just kind of walking into the bush for like a solid 5 seconds. And he might have been tracking or something. I'm not sure. Maybe making a small note. It was. I didn't know what was happening. And I didn't know if there was like some new trick that I was about to say, where he can like just get that small key. I was ready for my mind to be blown.
I don't think that there would be a new trick that would be allowed.
I don't think so either, but hey.
Oh!
Wow! Yep.
That's a big find.
That's always fun. So Kyong can now not full clear this dungeon, but he can complete it, which is pretty wild. He still wants a small key if he wants to get to that big chest in Thieves Town. But you know what? Leave it. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
That's who cares? There's not anything in there.
So, and Dracarys shown us the mountain, doing an Art of Logic check.
Wow, a big key to Desert Palace as well. This is big key land.
Yeah, definitely good find.
Oh, interesting.
Ether.
Kyong pulling out his mirror. He's not gonna complete Thieves Town right now, so.
Oh, I'm surprised by that actually.
Yeah, I guess he's not putting enough worth in it right now. Saying, you know what, if I'm gonna come back in here, I want to clear everything out. So,
Well, you have to do it anyways. Oh, but he finds the flippers.
Yeah. So that's access into Swamp Palace at this point. Can't necessarily beat that. We still need the hookshot, but
But can do a lot of checks.
Yeah, that is a lot of checks.
So what has Spectacle Rock for us today? On the top, 10 arrows, and inside we have...
just a nice little heart. Getting a small key from Dig Game. Another pod key. That's good. Stock it up on those. The first 2 keys are pretty important. That has you check the big bulk of the pod chests, and then you can kind of orphan the big key chest, and then the Harmless Hellway chest, and then you'll, if there's nothing in there, then you just need one more key to beat Helmasaur. And then Stumpy having a sword.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, we are 30 minutes in the seat and still to Fighter Sword, while Kyong now has the Master Sword, while Dracarys taking a dip to Hera.
If there ends up being something at Bombo's tablet, that extra sword will be super nice. I don't think, speaking of tablets, I don't think there was anything on Ether tablet that,
No, it's just couch caching.
Got it. And Dracarys picking up another pod key. So, both the runners at 2 right now from different spots.
And Kyong is checking the Bombos tablet, Dracarys checking East Death Mountain.
Yeah, I think Kyong might decide to pop into Desert after this. Do the Agony Desert wombo combo.
Alright, you
while
haven't been
he's
there.
here.
Oh, and small key on Floating Island.
Just 20 rupees from Bombo's tablet. Yeah, Kyong doing what I figured. Not gonna find anything just yet, but we'll have that peace of mind. So now you gotta be thinking about where our next piece of progression is. I'm kind of feeling the pod.
Yeah, I think the choice you should make are pod or swamp. I mean, we found now 3 pod keys?
Yeah, so
3 or 2?
they each have 2, but we know where 3 is, yeah.
Ah, right. So.
They got 1 from somewhere early. And then Kyong has 1 from Dig Game, and Dracarys has 1 from Hera.
Alright. So it seems like Potter's the play to make.
That is what I would assume, but also there may be something up here on the mountain. We have a couple of checks here, so we'll see. I reserve the right to be wrong.
Yeah. And Dracarys found the first bottle, so we can check the sick kit.
Technically, they could have gotten that bottle on the Hylia Island now, but that bottle's in a nicer location.
Well, Dracarys still has no flippers yet.
Oh yeah. Well, don't listen to me. Oh.
Hera, small key.
Well, we don't have a fire source. So that's not too important right now, but still. Right after being in there.
Yeah, unfortunately, we still have no fire or lamp.
Kyong does have the big key to Desert. So he's actually gonna be able... Ooh! Now you want to go to Swamp.
Nice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dang. Yeah, I would be surprised if Kyong just didn't book it to Swamp now. Okay, well there I am surprised.
Yeah. And Sicket only has a single rupee for us.
So that Desert Pig was in Thieves Town. So it's a kind of a matter of time on when Dracarys wants to go to Thieves Town and then go back into Desert for that hookshot. So that's already kind of a spooky situation on the left side of the screen there.
Yeah, it's a little advantage for Kyong, but you know, the There's
a lot more game.
Exactly. It's rando. It's still rando.
Yeah, rando gonna rando.
Yeah.
So keep your seatbelts on, everyone. Yeah, someone asking, I don't see why Kyong didn't clear desert. You kind of need a fire source to get over to the boss. So that is why he didn't beat the boss. Otherwise, I'm sure he would have.
So Dracarys, meanwhile, on pod, checking our first chest.
Yeah, we kind of want to see mitts here for Dracarys, actually. If we find mitts, then that makes the desert big chest a little more accessible for us. We just don't want it to be hookshot locked in any way, shape, or form.
And Dracarys decides to skip the right side.
Yeah, that's interesting to me.
Yeah.
That's actually very interesting. Ooh, but getting a big key of swamp palace. Okay. Well,
now you have everything you want to.
Yeah.
Well, but Dracarys still has no flippers yet, so.
No flippers, no hookshot. So yeah.
Yes, right. No hookshot. So.
not everything you want.
Yeah. We have
we have everything we want. We're the winners here.
Yeah, exactly.
Dracarys really did not want those arrows, so he told that wall what he thought of. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't know the point of doing this second. I don't know. I like to save that key in case I just want to go to the, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
In case I want to use it somewhere else.
Yeah. I mean, there are like 5 pot keys or 6?
There's 6.
6, right?
Yeah.
So you don't want to look for all of the 6, so I think that's why we will now see hammer jump by Dracarys.
Yeah. Using that last small key. He just could have theoretically, if he really wanted to do the dark room, had beaten Pod. Actually, no, just kidding. He doesn't have the big key. Don't listen to me. He could have gotten one more check out of either Harmless Hellway or the why can I never say that word? The big key chest. It's not that hard to say, those 3 words. I just cannot do it.
And Dracarys checking what's in the dark room, which is out of logic right now, since we don't have a fire source yet. And only finds 40 rupees.
Kyong gonna be getting his couch cash. Slowly making his way towards that Zora money. But we get a bomb jump, hammer jump from Dracarys. Oh no. Alright, so the unfortunate thing about that is that now he has to go back down the stairs to reset the room. There's really no way to get around that, unfortunately. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. But I think he will give it another try and then he'll make it.
Kyong getting his 3rd pod key. Dracarys playing it safe this time. Taking this door, so if that happen again, he doesn't have to go back upstairs. Or downstairs. Near the stairs.
Oh,
of course, having a much, much easier time. Because why would he?
And Kyong's doing the hero pot.
Yeah, he has the hookshot coming in here, so he is able to Harapot like this. So we'll see if that ends up helping him out. Well, just a compass. And then we have the Moldorm item, and obviously beating the dungeon in general is helpful.
And Dracarys finds in the maze a small key to ice.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, with Key Sanity, kind of helpful. Not Key Sanity, I'm sorry. If you go in there with Icebreaker.
Yeah.
Having that small key is actually really, really nice. It prevents you from having to do some back and forth with switch hitting. So it's actually not the worst thing to have.
And Kyong with a nice Smallen fight gets his first. Oh, first of all, the big key.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And first crystal.
Alright. GT Big Key, very nice thing to have. You don't want to be looking for that in GT. That's never fun.
Oh, so we can't play our game today.
If you guess number 45, you won.
Then you really deserve to win.
Yeah. Kyong turning in his bottle. Nabbing a rupee. I think Swamp is where Kyong wants to be right now.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's where progression is.
I think Dracarys is going to get pretty bottlenecked into grabbing that hook shot at some point. Although he... looks like he might be doing Houlihan.
Yeah.
This is a Houlihan situation. So, probably has Zora on the mind.
Yeah, makes sense. I don't know. Has he done the flipper checks yet?
He did.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was the first one to do fake flippers. So, intriguing, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I mean, there's a reason they're playing and I'm not right now, so. I think he only went to Hobo, actually, yeah. Yeah. He only did Hobo.
Yeah, I was not sure if we saw the waterfall.
Yeah, I don't think we have from either of them, actually. Let's see what's in here. Another big key.
Oh, Hera!
How kind. Fairy giving us a bottle. Oh, look, $300 too.
Oh.
A double whammy.
Yeah. That's
Man.
not nice.
That's not nice at all.
Could have saved a lot of time if you went here earlier.
Yeah. So that's the Harapot curse. Ooh, another sword though. That's nice.
Tempered.
Dracarys gonna be doing the exact same thing right now. Never mind. No, he's not. Well, maybe. We'll see what he does after this. But yeah, that's the Harapot curse. You can beat the dungeon, but you're leaving that one check behind that's in the big chest. And I guess also tile room as well.
Yeah, I think they come back once we have the oh no, we have the Hera small key. So once we have the fire soft, we come back there. So we have 2 checks remaining. It's okay.
Yeah, it's not the worst. It's not like 2 is better than 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Dracarys is going to be getting their big key though before heading over to Hera. Not that they can get there. Oh no, they can. They have the mirror. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, they were already in Hera though. Oh my goodness. Brain. Listen, all Dungeons & Sanity is hard to commentate.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really happy we have Dark Diplomat with us for tracking the keys.
Yeah. I'm just here to talk until the game's over. Not supposed to make sense.
Yeah.
Alright, so Kyong doing the thing that I said he was probably gonna do, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 minutes ago, going into Swamp. Totally called it.
Yeah, we won't see Diver Down with the Samaria, but probably with the bombs.
Yeah, we can bomb Diver Down.
Yeah. Oh, and it's only, by the way, the second sword for Dracarys. He still hasn't found his third one.
Yeah, second one was on Stumpy.
Yeah, exactly. But he will check it soon.
Yeah. Alright, so Swamp, as you can see, because we have the compass, has a whole bunch of stuff in it. We have 9 chests here that we're going to be able to check. Ooh, we are getting some splash deletion. Wow, pulling it off so well. I can't do that. I can't do that. It's so impossible.
Nice.
That was so good. I refuse to believe that that's possible, but apparently not for Dracarys.
Yeah, at this stage of the tournament, you sometimes see runners doing stuff you haven't seen before, or haven't seen in a long time.
I've seen it. I just can't do it. I've tried. I can't. It's, you know, I can do a lot of things. I can't do that one.
So, where's Dracarys?
Yeah.
Oh, Village
of Outcasts, looks like. So I'm kind of going to be following in the footsteps of Kyong here. Might go through the rest of Thieves Town. Gonna be getting that Desert Big out of Thieves Town. So we shall see if he has little alarm bells going off. Being like, hey, Hookshot's there. Should probably go back. It wouldn't for me, but maybe their steepness is better.
Kyong is doing the bomb trick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have to go through that door right the moment the bomb explodes.
Yep, that looks good. And then they're gonna do some diver down action. So Snake's gonna come and try and ruin their day. But yeah, you kind of sword buffer here up, and then you turn to the left, place the bomb, hop in the water, and then the bomb will kind of push you through, and yeah, then you can hop in.
There you go.
Perfect.
Pretty smooth.
Yeah. You can flood the key. It's the greatest part. You can actually flood the key, and nothing bad happens.
Yeah,
and
it makes
hop back in the water.
makes left side swamp so much easier.
Oh, it makes it so nice.
Nobody likes left side swamp.
No, absolutely not. Horrible spot.
I know a lot of runners who just skip it. They just say, I don't like it, I just skip it. It's always last location.
That's how you lose races.
Yeah, exactly.
There are very few times where you check left side swamp and that's what you lose a race to. You do lose races to skipping left side swamp, so cannot condone that.
It's only a small key on the map.
I'm very curious to see if Dracarys continues on through here.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to say.
I'm very curious. I want to know what's in the rest of Thieves Town.
I mean, you can clear it, but you have to leave the big chest behind.
Mm-hmm.
But
see, that I'm more okay with. That I do condone.
Yeah.
What are you doing? He's going. He's still going. All right. If mitts are up here, that's pretty nice for him. So we want to see that. Big key to Eastern. That is now fully completable.
Exactly. Out of luck trick because we still don't have the lamp, but these runners don't care. And also the dark rooms in Eastern, they are not really
very
challenging.
manageable.
Yeah.
Very manageable. Honestly, the only one that I truly feel like could give you trouble without any help at all is the Ag Dark Rooms. Like, even the Pod Dark Rooms, I think, are pretty... once you kind of know... Oh! Well...
Titans! That's big fight.
That's good for Kyong. Not ideal for Dracarys. That is hookshot locked. So that's...
Ooh.
Not ideal. Dracarys is gonna need to take that book back to Desert. That's probably gonna be a last location situation. That's really what we didn't want to see.
Yes, that puts Kyong really ahead.
Yeah, that's a very good thing for Kyong. A small key to Toro Rock in Thieves Town, at least. Gonna have to be a little careful. Little low on hearts.
Yeah, these crickets do a lot of damage.
They're mean, dude. They're coming
Yeah.
after you. They're out for
Yeah.
blood. Kyong with the Tempered Sword gonna have a very easy time taking out Argus here.
Exactly. That's not a big deal.
No. 2 swordsmans to the face, and Argus will be bye-bye. Good night.
And Argus has for us 3 bombs.
Yeah, so the Mitts was the biggest situation that we got out of there.
Or in the Green Pendant.
That is also helpful, yes.
Yes.
We do like a green pendant.
So, interesting thing is, where's he going next? Oh, did you see what small key it was for Dracarys?
It was a GT small key.
Ah, GT, okay.
I think he's going to be cashing in a pod and an Eastern. Dip. Eastern clear. Pod
Yeah,
dip.
it's a good play since you can combine both with turning in the Green Pendant.
Oh yeah.
He's doing a pretty good routing.
Yeah, no, the routing has been very good on Kyong's end. Dracarys has been fine too, just getting a little more unlucky. It's really just that going to desert situation that's kind of putting him at a disadvantage right now, which is really unfortunate because it had the possibility of being a good play.
Exactly. And he kills Blind and gets small key to ice.
Yeah, okay, so nothing really crazy important in Thieves Town. Kind of just that Turtle Rock small key. That was nice. Didn't look like Saha gave us anything. It looked like, I don't know, 10
yeah, I was looking at Dracarys during the blind fight. And now Dracarys gets his flippers.
Mm-hmm. So that's one piece of the puzzle for getting into Swamp and getting the mitts.
Yeah, but he still needs the hookshot, and he's doing the flipper checks first, I guess.
Well, I don't think he's been over in this area. He's gonna get that other pod key from Dig Game. There's something in Cave 45, another key of some sort, I think. And then another sword from Stumpy. I don't know. I don't know from there. Maybe he decides to dip Swamp. Who knows? That wouldn't be good.
Yeah, he's as we said, he's a bit behind, and it's hard to catch up because he has to find a huge progression item, and the biggest progression item so far were the Titan's mitts and the hookshot. So I don't see any item which could put him in lead.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes to do Bombo's tablet, maybe he'll be like, all right, you know what? I'll cash that in. I'll walk my happy self over there. I don't know. I'm hoping. I lied. There was nothing in Cave 45.
And Kyong is showing us soon some new checks, as we have the big key now. And we can full clear Eastern, as we don't need any small keys. Well, we need one, but it's in a dungeon.
Yeah, the good news is that there is still a lot of game left. There's still 2 Castle Tower keys at large. There's still a bunch of big keys at large. There's a Ice Rod and a Fire Rod and a Cane of Smart. There's a lot of video game. There's a Turtle Rock Small in the Eastern Big.
Right, so it's definitely too early to say that Kyong has a huge lead. But right now, we can definitely say he has an advantage over Dracarys.
Yes, a very good advantage. This maybe. Come on, Dracarys. Don't leave. Go in a desert. Don't do that. Don't pull your mirror out. Okay. If it was gonna happen earlier than later, it would have been right there. He's gonna be heading into Swamp Palace.
Oh,
unfortunately.
that doubled the hurts.
Yeah, this is what I was afraid of happening. I mean, at the end of the day, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna go into a Swamp Palace where you can get about 5-6 checks, or are you gonna go into Desert where you've already been, where there's only 1 check? Like, this is the objectively correct play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You always try to go for density, and that's in Swamp, not in Desert.
Yeah. It really sucks that those mitts were hookshot locked, of all places. It could have been anywhere else in Swamp. Alright, so Kyong getting through this dark room. Gonna be heading up the stairs. After this, I'm sure he'll go over into Pod. Won't be getting anything necessary out of there, so that'll give Dracarys a little time to kind of get through Swamp and kind of figure out where he wants to go from there. Because I guess the good thing about being bottlenecked is that he is going to run into a situation where he needs to go to Desert. So Kyong picking up his next pendant. We have more pendants than crystals, which is fine. It's all dungeons. It's just always funny. Dracarys making his way through Swamp Palace, and like I had assumed, Kyong's gonna be heading over into Pod. I wonder if Dracarys is gonna end up doing some diver down action as well. I have to assume he might. Kyong also might be playing with his keys a little differently. He has one more key than Dracarys did when he went in here. He also is not using it on the lobby door. So we'll see if that makes him find some other items in here.
And Kyong, of course, has the bow, so no bottle glitch today.
Yeah, didn't open the lobby door like Dracarys did.
There was a seat in the playoffs where both players did the bottle glitch, and logically the bow was in Mimic Cave, so they had to double or even triple dip Turtle Rock if they wouldn't have done the bottle glitch. So sometimes it's pretty good idea to do that.
Oh yeah, I had a ladder race a couple weeks ago where I still do not know where the intended first bow was, but I went into Pod without a hammer or a bow, and I bottle glitched, got a bow on right side, bow locked, so there was a bow out there somewhere that I was supposed to get, and then the hammer ended up being in one of the dark rooms. So I went in fully expecting having to double dip it to being like, all right, I guess I'm clearing this now.
Yeah, so, yeah that's rando.
That's rando for you.
Sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's awful.
Yeah. So also get. Oh yeah. Dracarys had that big key. I didn't think there was anything in there. Pretty sure I missed that check. I forgot that Dracarys had that and Kyong didn't. I don't think it was anything.
So Dracarys still looking for that hook shot or the mids, but we know he won't find them here. Well, he will, but he needs the hook shot. Yep,
and that's it. So maybe now Dracarys is gonna go left to desert. Maybe. He's married. Huh? He's pulling out flute. Yeah.
And
I mean, that
please
is
go
the way to
to
get over to
6.
desert.
Go to 6.
Nope, that's 5.
Nah.
Yeah. I mean, don't blame him for that one.
Yeah, exactly. He's not doing weird checks, he's just doing unlucky checks.
This isn't even wrong. Like, he want to do this.
Yeah, sure.
And the more things he checks, the more, you know, likely it is that he's gonna head over to do desert. He's gonna go to Hera first. Before desert. Like 100%. But then after that, maybe Spike Cave. And that'll kind of be it, I think.
Yeah, I hope that's not the last location for him, desert. But chances are pretty high.
Hey, something missing. The big key?
You often runners do these checks, although they know that they don't have the big key, but it's just
muscle
like
memory.
Muscle memory, yeah.
I do it. I'm guilty. Dracarys is going to be getting a 3rd Turtle Rock small key. Going to have one up on Kyong, because there was one in Thieves Town. And since he was already in here, he'll just go straight to the back of Eastern and finish that up. Knowing this is out of logic, but wanting to do it anyways.
Yeah, you don't really care if Eastern is out of logic or not.
Right. Kyong most likely going... Yeah. Kyong mostly likely going over into Mire area or Dark Death Mountain. Looks like Mire area.
Yeah, you have 3 quick checks here with Maya Shed and the Checkerboard Cave. And also you might take dip to Mire. Let's see.
Oh, you can get in. Could. Yeah. I mean, maybe. You have to think, you have that ether for a reason, right?
Yeah, exactly. And there's Quake.
Yep. The classic medallion in Mire Shed.
And you only need the Samaria to clear it, and maybe the Samaria is in there.
Big key would be helpful too, I suppose.
Ah, right, exactly. Damn sanity. Checkerboard Cave. Hey, oh!
Well, speaking of that. Wow, alright. Well, I think we definitely might see a Mire dip now, even without that big key. Maybe.
Maybe, let's see.
Fair.
Nope, it's the mountain.
Maybe thinking Turtle Rock? Can't do much in Turtle Rock. Might not even be able to get in.
Yeah, but we have the Dark Mountain checks. So Hookshot Cave.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Super Bunny Cave, so I think this will be the play.
Yeah,
and I think there's still a key, right? On Floating Island?
There is still a key on Floating Island, yeah. So that could be something. We would, at this point, want that to be a Thieves Town small for Kyong. Maybe a Desert Palace small, another Turtle Rock, the last Turtle Rock, or a Pod small. That's kind of the ones that we're on the lookout for. So pretty much all of them.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to find the Skullwood small key.
Oh, yeah. There's a couple Ice Palace small keys still out there. Yeah, Dracarys going through the rest of Hera. Since he doesn't have that hookshot, gonna be taken the OG way. You get to see the fun... I miss the Beetle Room, man! You never get to see Beetle Room strats anymore.
Yeah. And it is Quake.
Nice! Alright.
So, it's pretty linear for Kyong so far.
Yeah. We'll see if keys continue to cooperate. He might... I would be surprised if he didn't pop in here and at least check that one first chest.
Yeah.
Oh, again, surprising me. Might... you know what? Probably checking Hookshot Cave first.
Yeah, I
think so. Because if he gets the Fire Rod, that would be helpful.
Yeah. And we can do some checks in Turtle Rock since we have the big key and 2 small keys.
well, yeah. Oh yeah, I guess we have the small keys, so we can do more than just that first. Another small key. There's another pod small key, so that'll put us at 4.
Blue mail. Nice to have.
Another small key. There's our first castle tower small key. Is this the second one? Is this the dream?
I think it's the second one. No?
No. I mean, like, oh, is it the second one? No, it's the first.
It's the one.
I was reading G.
Yeah.
G and C look really, really similar. Yeah. So
maybe find the second one here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is maybe this is the second one, the dream of not having to look for any of them. Do it. Be the one.
This time.
It's that one. Okay.
Yeah, and Dracarys giving us a new check as well.
Mm-hmm.
See Hype Cave. Spy Cave, sorry, of course.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's a cave.
Yeah. We see a cave.
This is where you are showing him a cave. Running out of options. Like, I'm pretty sure desert is his last check that he can do. So hopefully he realizes that and goes right there. I don't think there's anything else he can do.
Yeah, and if you find the hookshot in desert after more than an hour, after it's been opened, I don't know, more than half an hour, you feel really behind.
Okay, yeah, he's going to desert. All right. He's gonna get his hookshot. This is fine. I feel so bad. This feels so bad. I have to assume he'll go straight over to the class. All right, so there's our 4th Turtle Rock small key. Kyong will be able to get all the way to Laser Bridge now. Won't be able to beat Trinex because he's down 2 rods, but if he really wanted to check all of the chests on the way there, he theoretically could. I don't think he'll check.
Exactly. He's lacking the rods. Of course, it's a double dip, but Turtle Rock has so many locations. In Kisendi, it's often a required double dip.
Alright, Dracarys grabbing his hookshot. Hopefully gonna just head right back in the swamp. I have to imagine he will. It doesn't really open up anything else. Yeah. Alright, let's see if he actually checks Lava Chest. I hope he does. Only because we know where that other small key is and know that he won't be searching for it for a long time once he does Thieves Town. And you can't beat Trinex right now anyways, so there's kind of not a huge amount of harm in actually checking it. Nope.
Oh, he skips Lava Chest.
Yeah. If he gets Fire Rod and Ice Rod in here, then that would be the most cosmic brain play of all time. But also, this is definitely the smarter play. By far.
Yeah.
But I would like to see it.
Yeah. But now you give us a look at Mimic Cave, and afterwards we'll see the laser bridge. And also the big chest as well.
We're gonna get some Mimic Cave action. Yeah, I have to imagine Dracarys is gonna feel a little rough finding these mitts in here. Maybe we might start seeing some riskier plays on his part from here on out.
So Kyong's going back to Dark World, checking the big chest, and finds boots. Ooh.
Well,
Ooh.
that's good.
Yeah, it's getting it's getting better and better for Kyong.
Yeah. Definitely having things fall right into his lap, getting, I hesitate to say, yeah, he's just performing well.
And also silver snow.
Uh-huh.
Oof.
Yeah, Dracarys finding his mitts, realizing what has happened. He had to know that there was something in here. And something big like the mitts. There, you know, he just has to go and flute and get his Samaria, and he'll pretty much be on the same footing. Honestly, realistically, he's not that far behind.
Yeah, you're right.
He's really not that far behind. Like, it seemed like a lot at first, but this is still very much, like, could go either way.
Yeah, it's still... Yeah, you're right. Rando's Rando, as we said so many times. I've seen so many races changed several
within
times.
Seconds.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Kyong playing with fire here, doing these laser skips. The beetle's there to ruin his day. Falling right into the pit.
But
getting a fairy to bail him out.
Yeah,
if he does die.
Nice safety there.
Nice. Getting through pretty well. Gonna be placing Emir right outside there. What you doing now, Kyong? What's the plan?
Let's see.
Yeah, so Dracarys is a Mire area, a Dark World, Death Mountain, and Turtle Rock check behind, right? Which is completely like you can get past that. Yeah, he's gonna be getting his Samaria right here. Samaria didn't even really lead to anything. So.
But good call right now. Because he's going next to the mountain, I guess. Can dip to Turtle Rock, finds his boots, finds his silvers.
I can't believe we don't have a fire source yet.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
It's pretty wild.
Now Kyong, who skipped the back part of this town, is now able to full clear it because he's found the small key. So it was also a pretty good decision.
You know, if something was in that lava chest, that might be a huge deal breaker. Like, that could just swap things around very, very quickly.
Yeah, question is if
Dracarys is going to be able to grab that with the 4 Turtle Rock keys.
All right.
He won't have any hesitations getting that chest at all. So that's intriguing.
If there's something like fire. Oh.
All right, I can get behind this.
Yeah, if he finds something like the big key there, then it's definitely a good play.
Yeah, I mean, if there's not anything here in this Thieves' Town big, you kind of have to wonder if it's either lava chest or somewhere in here. Yeah, there's a lot of factors here.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm ready to see what's in this chest, yeah.
Well, if Kyong finds progression there, this will hurt Dracarys a lot.
I want to see this come back for Dracarys.
Yeah, me too. Because otherwise you have to go through the whole Thieves' Town just for that check.
Well, just bombs. All right. This could be good. Because after Dracarys is done here, he'll go into Turtle Rock. Can't check the fire-locked chest, so won't be looking over there. So this actually will be a pretty quick chest. He just has this one last chest, and then we'll be out of here.
Oh, finds butter sword.
Oh, didn't get spike chest yet either. I missed that. Okay, yeah. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, he just routed this a very different way than I expected. I clearly was not paying attention. I thought he did this already. This is the first things I do when I go in here. Don't. Okay.
Oh.
I was like, that's the big key to Meyer. That's wild.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Can't even get into Ice Palace right now. We don't have Bombos or a Fire Rod.
Oh, right.
Dude, I'm thinking some lava chest. Oh, I guess there's also Smithy sequence here. Yeah.
Alright,
that
the Smith chain.
I feel the lava chest. I feel it in my cojones.
Oh, look at Dracarys. That's unlucky.
Oh my gosh, I thought he was gonna get hurt one more time. He had one heart.
Tama packs for Kyong. Just a piece of heart.
Alright, so 1 in 3 chance. I think okay, let's think of what other checks there are. There's the Aga Tower checks, which suck.
Oh, right, yeah. I've seen them.
Can't get into Meyer. They've been in Skull Woods. I guess maybe one of the weird, like, pod checks, now that they have 4 keys.
Yeah, progression might be.
And then the purple chest, and that's it. Oh, and boots checks, that's right.
So let's see what the purple chest has for us today. It's pretty nice if you have the flute, so you don't have to walk all the way there.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. It's a small key! Another pod small key. Ah, that makes you think that might be something in pod. Kyong's doing the boot checks. This lava chest is just that's my
Yeah.
my gut feeling right now.
This would be huge for Dracarys. Just imagine
very,
the
very
fire rod being there.
Fire Rod would be best case scenario. Honestly.
Oh,
well,
no!
Never mind.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, next best thing would be Ice Rod.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't even know. Would Ice Rod even be good? I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's chat pointing out. I guess it's commentator's curse.
I was talking about lava chest.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's man.
Big key to Meyer. Oh. It feels like Kyong's doing the exact perfect routing.
Yeah. Yeah, this is working out well for Kyong.
Yeah, yeah.
We're looking for another castle tower key. We are looking for a pod big key and an ice rod.
And
What is that,
technically
3, 4
a lamp.
items? No, we don't need a lamp. Come on now.
Yeah. Normal runners would need a lamp.
Alright, hopefully that Thieves' Town Small doesn't weigh on Dracarys' mind. After the desert incident, I would be very, very stressed about that.
So, Dracarys taking a dip to Turtle Rock.
Yeah, man, you really want to see something good at that lava chest. Like a castle tower key or a... I don't know, man. Fire Rod would have been best case scenario.
Yeah, now it's the ice rod because Kyong will definitely come back because he has to do Turtle Rock, and ice rod would be his last location to check the lava chest, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, he would check a lot of other locations before coming back. If he didn't have the ice rod. If he does get the ice rod, he might go back a lot sooner. If it does end up being something stopping. On the bright side, Dracarys is about to get his boots and will get the fire rod. It's just, yeah, kind of doing things, unfortunately, in the unfortunate order. In the order that's making things more difficult for him.
And Kyong giving us a new check with the cutscene chest on Meyer. Dracarys wasn't able to check it. He has no fire source. And gets a heart container.
Yeah, so Dracarys didn't miss out on anything there. I think we might be safe on that small key for Lumberjack. One, we haven't found the second castle tower key yet, which is nice, but I think the only one that would be unfortunate would be the desert small. Everything else we have.
Yeah, I think so too.
Alright, let's see what's in this lava chest. It's a small key. It's the other castle tower small key. Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's nice.
That is nice. You want it? It's fine.
Whew.
Yeah. What if the small key that's in Aga Tower is the desert small key? Right?
Yeah.
And then Ice Rod is in desert. Right? That would be helpful for Dracarys.
That would make it a race again.
I think that was a misfire on the mirror there. little happy trigger finger.
And Kyong's in the dark room. This is the he did it quite quick.
He very expertly took care of that. There's a couple setups that make it a lot less scary.
Yeah, that's one of the few dark rooms which even experienced runners struggle with. Because you have these annoying laser bolts shooting at you.
Yeah, the fire shooter is definitely a pain in the tuchus. Alright, gonna get his boots here. Have to imagine he'll check those boots lock locations pretty quickly. I guess you don't necessarily want to do Aga Tower in the dark, but if he grabs that fire rod, he might be more inclined.
So Kyong is heading to Zvitch's fight. Pretty easy with the silvers in hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll be able to make quick work. From there, we'll have a couple options. Has Ice Palace and Skull Woods on the radar.
Oh, that was
I
quick.
guess that's kind of it. Yeah. So the thing is now is that both these runners have kind of cleared out the overworld pretty thoroughly. So at this point, just dungeon rush.
Yeah, and I think the next play for Kyong will be Ice. Since he has big key, he has now his fire rod. I would be surprised if he goes anywhere else, actually. Oh well, desert, sure.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. It's always nice if you can combine it if you're done with
your
the
Meyer.
Meyer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Dracarys is now doing his boots checks. And we'll get his fire rod.
Yeah, so really kind of not that far behind and actually having almost a little bit of a leg up with that Castle Tower small key now, if that does lock something important behind Castle Tower. Or the small key.
And Kyong on Lambos misses the first shot of the first one,
Yeah.
but...
First guy kind of gave him a,
Yeah.
a bad sight.
But no problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna be taking that over and oh,
Go on.
I thought it was gonna be Ice Palace. Oh, buying a potion, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess was a little low on hearts, so figured probably be smart. The good news, Ice Palace gonna be.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty quick with the Samaria. Now we have both players in the same dungeon. I don't think this happened today. So Kyong is checking his first chest, finds 20 rupees. And Kyong's showing us the icebreaker. And finds red mail. Nice to have, but nothing which is progression or what we really need. Also on Dracarys' side is a nice icebreaker. Yep, second try. And 10 arrows for Kyong. Three more bombs.
Kyong taking an interesting way here. I guess it's a little quicker if you do the bomb jump to get this chest. Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually just don't do, did either of them do the bomb jump? I didn't see.
No.
Oh, of course they didn't. They
did the icebreaker.
Yeah. Either switch.
Yeah.
Is this really the better way to do it? I guess it might be. I've always just kept going and then go around and then double back on myself. I don't know.
And Kyong finding the mushroom. That's interesting. And so does Dracarys.
Well, that's good. The mushroom didn't move between chests, between the two seats.
Oh, this side spot.
Okay, so we needed pod big. It's always the pod big. I mean... Yeah.
Could be anywhere.
The thing is that Kyong can now go into GT. But so can Dracarys, for that matter. I don't know. There's a possibility that Dracarys doesn't full clear GT and Kyong does. Small chance, but there is a chance.
Yeah, it's It's not nice if you go to GT and you're looking for progression for a pendant dungeon.
Dracarys, despite getting into ice a little later, is actually having a quicker ice palace, just routing line. Kind of was able to make use of the keys he had. Nice!
Yeah.
I was trying to use the sword beams to do damage on the ice shell. Wow.
That's a good one.
I mean, just kind of swag points. Really didn't need to do that with butter, but just swag points.
And Kyong is just some seconds behind for his cold step fight and doesn't have any problems either.
Alright, next couple choices are going to be interesting.
Yeah, well, Dracarys going to Mire, I guess.
Mire Desert. Kyong probably going to head over to Swamp or Skullwoods. I lied. They're both going to do Skullwoods probably now. I guess Dracarys already being in Mire doesn't want to go back. He's also been into Skullwoods, I think, already too. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's going to Skullwoods actually.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's a coin toss. Where do you want to go now? Kyong turning in that mushroom.
And just a compass.
Yep. Gonna buy a potion while he's here. See you later, B.
Oh, maybe we see a pet check after Skullwoods. It's not very likely that there's an item we need. Maybe there's a key. Ah, no, it can't be the pot key, of course, because it's a pendant.
I'm really starting to wonder where that lamp is. Not that we need it, but just curious.
Yeah.
Where it is.
Because the lamp actually locked a lot of stuff, I guess.
I was very, very spooked. I thought Dracarys got grabbed there.
Yeah, me too. These damn wall masters.
They're so mean. Alright. Moth down.
And no problem with Butter Sword. And it gets rewarded with a map to Ice Palace. Oh, what we also haven't seen yet is a Pyramid Fairy check. Because it's already open to Kyong.
Yeah. Yeah, after doing Desert Palace, that was open to Kyong. So. Yeah, lots of options where this last pod big peak key could be.
Ah, there's the lamp.
Adorable.
Yeah.
Absolutely adorable. So you had to go into Turtle Rock, logically. Go into Turtle Rock, grab your boots, get your fire rod to get your lamp.
Oh
Super
gosh,
cute.
that's mean.
That's adorable. Okay, well that makes Castle Tower a lot more, not only just appealing, but just nicer to do at the end.
And Dracarys might be some seconds quicker in Mire, but only a few since Kyong didn't really struggle with the dark rooms. Oh, and we got a pet check.
Well, this can't be anything good. All we're looking for is the pod big key.
Oh, just a shield.
So Kyong is checking because he's still missing the Castle Tower key. But Dracarys didn't because all he needs is the pod big.
If there's a key on the pad, does it say which key, or does it just say it's a key?
I have never noticed. Or I'm sure it's happened before, but I do not remember.
Yeah, I've never seen it before, actually.
Yeah. I don't know why I can't think off the top of my head. I think it does tell you. Yeah. Everyone's saying.
Yeah, chat says it tells you. It would be just mean if it says I unlock doors.
I think Kyong's going... No... Yeah, Kyong's going back into Turtle Rock, so... That was kind of the last leg up that Dracarys had. Unfortunately. So, it's just whoever finds the pod big key first, I guess.
Yeah, it still can be in Gan's tower.
Oh yeah.
Could be interesting.
Could be there, could be on right side desert.
I would love to see it in Tile Room in GT.
Oh, why? That's just rude.
Alright, we also didn't see the roller rune checks yet.
Yep. Smoky. Oh, that's the desert small key. Okay. Well, okay, so whatever small key is on Lumberjack, do not want that, so we will be able to do that after GT, luckily.
So, and of course we will see some new checks from Kyong, as we will be able to kill Trinex this time. And it's a required double dip, since the firewood was locked behind the boots. And Kyong will now pick up his castle tower key as well from the lava chest.
Yeah. Putting him just a pod big away from go mode. Most likely in GT at this point. Which he will be able to hop into after Turtle Rock.
Yeah, it's most likely that there are so many checks.
Yeah, there or in Castle Tower itself. Could be in one of those chests in pod. That'd be pretty lame.
Yeah. No chat, we didn't check Pyramid Ferry yet.
Oh yeah. We'll see if Dracarys does that after this. That'd be kind of cool. If the big key was there. That'd be really wild if the big key was there. Not getting that check right now, though. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if... I think... Yeah, there's not a lot of spots where Dracarys can catch up right now.
No.
Checking Pyramid Fair was kind of the last hope. Reminder, this is the first game between these two teams in the, what is this? Is this Light World or Dark World? I don't even know. I don't know what's going on.
Oh.
Is it the Light World Conference or the Dark World Conference? Help.
It's semifinals. It's Light World.
In the Light World semifinals conference. Thank you, chat. So it's game one. This by no means is a determiner for who moves on past this. It's just kind of that first little step to moving on.
And Kyong using backdoor strats for Trinex. And is now in phase 2. And this won't be a big deal as well. Pretty quick fight.
Yeah, very good. Dracarys is one of my favorite boss fights. I think it's fun to do well. And there it is. That, at 138.29, is go mode for Kyong. All he has to do is complete GT, complete pod, complete Aga Tower. And that's it. That is quick for an All Dungeons Key Sanity. I thought I was going to be here for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
But
same
this
for me.
Like a sub 2, easy peasy. It's wild. That just really goes to show the level that these players are at. There's a reason why they're in the Light World Conference semifinals.
Yeah, right. They are such good runners. It's so much fun to watch them. I try to watch every game that's possible. Yeah, and will be very, very hard for Dracarys to catch up.
Yeah,
maybe even impossible, I'd say.
I mean, he's gonna be right behind him. You just gotta, like, this is really, I don't know, 3 minutes behind? That's, at the end of the day, not a lot.
Yeah. Well, at the skill level, it's...
At the skill level, it's a lot. You're right. At the skill level, it is a lot.
Yeah.
But it's not impossible. I've seen worse things happen. So, we don't want to wish anything bad on Kyong. Absolutely not. But we like good races. We like quick, not quick. Well, quick is cool too, but we like close. So 3 minutes is perfectly fine in my book.
And it's nice to see how these runners always run through GT. It's so close to perfection for the runners at this stage of the tournament.
Yeah, that bonk was perfectly aligned. And so 140 and 50 something. Dracarys is in go mode. I don't remember what time I said for Kyong. But yeah, I think just about 3, maybe 4 minutes of a difference.
And he's following Kyong to GT. And then, of course, we have the nice situation that you can do Castle Tower and right after that Ganon. That's always nice if you can do it this way.
I just barely have enough magic to light all those torches.
Yeah. But I think he has a blue potion anyway, so he's fine.
And there's also a green refill in here, a full refill.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay. I'm alright. To be fair, gonna beat Aga after this, so probably fair. You probably don't want to grab that. Alright. Sure. Things I wouldn't think about if I was there. Yeah, not really concerned about opening any of these chests.
Exactly. There isn't anything you really need. Maybe half magic.
Even that. But silvers and a butter sword, not something you're particularly concerned about finding. When it can potentially be a close race, you just don't want to worry about it. Wow. Is this a double triple? No, the blue ball.
I think it was a double. I think the first one was a double.
Was it?
I think it was a double, yeah.
No, that was a triple.
Nice, very nice fight.
Yeah, that was spicy. If Aga just wasn't a butt with that blue ball, that would have been a double triple, which is always a fun thing to see. 3, 2, 1 is also very good. Yeah, that was flawless. Oh, don't go in the hole. Oh no. Kyong, you're not done yet. Right. I saw him slowly falling. I was like, oh god.
And Kyong's doing pretty quick route through Castle Tower as he doesn't need to look at any of these chests.
Yes, the best part of all Dungeons Key Sanity, let me tell you. I love
Yeah.
this. I'm enthralled. This high-octane gameplay has me on the edge of my seat. I love this dungeon. Let me tell you more about how I wish I could do this dungeon every day of my life.
Go on.
What? Delete Aga Tower.
But with silvers and the butter sword is not a big deal. It's so much quicker.
Yeah. Alright, Dracarys making his way over into the Aga 2 fight. Hoping to see another spicy fight, because that was impressive. We're gonna get double Aga action!
There's another egger. One single and one triple.
Look at all these Agas, I can't handle them. Yeah. Kyong just read that, that first, one like a book. Dracarys having a little bit more trouble, gonna widen that gap a little more. Dame's down pretty well though, still.
Yeah, also a very good fight. And Dracarys finished his Aga 2 fight and is about 3 minutes behind. 2:40, I guess. Ah, so many blue balls there.
I know, it's killing me.
Yeah.
Ugh. This is the worst part of all dungeons, honestly. It's just such a buzzkill. Like, alright, I gotta do this now. It's like almost why I prefer, if I'm doing an all dungeons seed, to like have it be Aga as my required Dark World access. Just get it out of the way. I don't want to do this later when I'm ready to finish the game. It's such a kill.
Yeah, well, but you don't want to go there if you only have fighter sword.
Yeah. I don't know, it's not that bad.
And Kyong...
You do it often enough in Rando.
Yeah, sure. But it's kind of often your Dark World access, but I've never heard of any runner that says, "Whoa, nice! Aga's required for my Dark World access. Best day ever."
In all dungeons, though.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? Alright, I gotta do this anyways. Get it out of the way. Don't need to worry about it later. I don't have to go searching for Castle Tower keys. I don't know. I much prefer it. In any other case, delete dungeon.
Delete it.
Get rid of it. I don't want it here. Kyong busting out this last dungeon real quick. Gonna be able to go straight to Helmasaur. Even having that that lamp in hand, so won't have to mess around with dark turtles. The thing we didn't think we were gonna get.
Yeah, and it's with the Bulbasaur and the Silvers, it's such an easy and clean fight with Helmasaur. You don't even need the Silvers.
Yeah, you just slash him twice and he's dead.
Yeah, exactly. And Dracarys now experiencing the blue balls.
Looks thrilled.
But the good thing is that it's randomized for both runners the same amount of blue balls, so...
Very nice turtle room from Kyong. It's a very satisfying room to get right. Sometimes the turtles can just kind of bounce in random directions. Ooh, Dracarys getting fancy with hitting those balls back.
And Kyong with this Helmasaur fight. Pretty quick.
Yep, already over. This is the last boss. After this, gonna run back over to Ganon and have a very solid sub 2 all dungeons key sanity time.
And there's half magic.
Oh, great, good, just in time.
Yeah. And Kyong saving and quit and going straight to Ganon.
That's the nice part about having Aga dead. Just puts you right where you want to be. Oh, great. Whole grain breakfast. So, 6 slashes. 6 slashes? 12? 6. 6. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm saying right now. 6 slashes into Ganon's body for each phase. Gonna take him out. Yeah, it's 6, 4, and then 4 arrows, and then 12 spins if you're Zelda. I know what I'm doing. I've played this game before, I swear.
And now phase 3.
Yep.
4 silvers to go.
Mm-hmm. Kyong not even gonna bother about getting the torch glitch. Oh, well.
Already hit a double.
Gonna wait until he's a little closer. Yeah, that's the safest way to do. If you try and get a little too ballsy there, you can get knocked off pretty easily. So it's kind of nice to take a moment and let the torch go out.
Yeah.
Anyways, Kyong.
Get your GGs in chat for Kyong.
My internet unfortunately went down at some point, so I'm not in the race channel to see what time he finished, but I have to assume it was around an official SRL time of 1:52:11-ish.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race. It really paid off for Kyong, making good decisions at the beginning, and Dracarys had a bit unlucky decision that, yeah, that a good routing paid off for Kyong.
Yeah, that one desert dip really kind of just threw him behind. It was really hard for him to catch up, but he did a great job, honestly, of catching back up. Like,
Yeah,
this is
definitely.
not a big difference at the end of the day, considering how long it took him to get that hook shot.
You're right.
A sub to Key Sanity All Dungeons is nothing to sneeze at. So just very, very good execution all around. Very, very good routing all around.
And Dracarys getting his Ganon fight as well.
Yeah.
And finished maybe, yeah, 2 minutes later.
Yeah. There were a lot of warps, so.
Yeah, and it's also doing a lot of damage in phase 1. And I don't think he will have any problems with Ganon as well.
Yeah, the biggest trouble here is Ganon warping around like a crazy loony.
Ooh, that was close. And...
Ooh, Pink getting a triple there.
Oh no, it's double.
Aww. And then just barely missing him. It was a good setup. But one more arrow here. And that'll be it for the pig.
That's... a bit more than 3 minutes behind.
Yeah. I think it was about a 340 difference when they were in GT, so it looks about right. Saving some time there on Dracarys' part. So, GG to Dracarys, finishing in second place with a time of 1:55.20 in SRL. GG to the both of them.
And I also see both of the runners coming for an interview.
Yep, and we do have both of our runners here. GG's to both of you, Kyong and Dracarys.
GG.
Thank you.
So, yeah, sub to All Dungeons Key Sanity. Pretty easy, right?
Yeah, that was kind of crazy, for sure. I was expecting to have just search GT a bit at least or something, but they just threw it all on TR, I guess.
Yeah. The classic Turtle Rock care package for Go mode. So oh
yeah.
No, you go ahead.
You go first.
You go ahead.
You go.
No, please. We might want to say the same thing.
All right. So, Dracarys, how did you feel about finding that hookshot so late?
Pretty bad, obviously. When I found the hookshot and I knew the mids had to be locked behind it, I knew I was in trouble, so I tried to cut some corners and gamble on a fire rodless, spiculous mire to hopefully get back some time, but it didn't quite work. And then I just tried to basically just go mode the dungeons when I had GT access, and then the game just threw the pot big key at me before I ended GT anyway.
Yeah, well, it was like, I don't know, it was like 20 minutes that you found the hookshot later than Kyong. I know, but it was a lot of time, and you did a really good job catching up.
Yeah, for how big of a difference that was in the hookshot grab, which you were pretty much bottlenecked by. You really were able to keep the pace. There was a moment where I'm like, oh, this really isn't as big of a gap as it probably initially seemed like. We were kind of hoping, because you went into Turtle Rock with 4 small keys. So you were able to grab that Castle Tower small out of the lava chest, where Kyong wasn't in his first trip. So we were kind of hoping to see maybe something locked, because there was that small key on Lumberjack, or just something nutty to help you gain a little more time.
Yeah, I was hoping that Kyong missed the Castle Tower key and searches GT for it. Like my only chance of winning this game at that point, but unfortunately the TR keys were pretty easily accessible, so yeah.
Yeah, honestly, was a lot of things in this city was a bit scary for me. Going to Swamp and immediately after getting the big key to Swamp, going to Hare and getting the big key later, going to Turtle Rock with only 3 keys. Although, honestly, I wasn't feeling that great, but was still kind of smooth, and I still always had something reasonable to do. I never had to like go back to Hare or something like that. So it worked out well.
Yeah, there really wasn't any time where you had to double back on a cruddy location. You know, you didn't go back, or you didn't go through Thieves Town when you got that big key. You kind of didn't want to isolate that big chest, so you made decisions like that. Not that there was anything in that big chest, but it just, I don't know, everything worked out very, very well for you, it seemed like.
Yeah, and both of you guys did a really, really good job. It was nice to see a very smooth execution, only, or I would say only a few mistakes, but not really big mistakes, just some bad luck for Dracarys with the routing, with the hookshot, but still a very, very nice race of you both guys.
Yeah, it was a really good race to watch. I enjoyed it a lot. And GG's Kyong. That's a good, solid first win. It's got to feel...
Yeah, definitely. At this point, any win is massive, right? Because the level of players are so low. There's obviously a lot of variance included, so yeah, pretty happy with the win. And thanks a lot for the commentary stream.
Yeah, thank you guys, honestly.
Yeah, you did the show.
Yeah, I just talked out of my butt for 2 hours. Thank you to Dark Diplomat for tracking for us. Thank you to my co-commentator. Thank you to SpeedGaming for hosting this. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you all. Especially thank you all guys for watching. I hope you had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Do you two specifically want to talk about anything, or have any questions for us? I'm gonna assume not, then.
I thought I had a lag. Because nobody was responding.
Yeah, I mean, it was really, really straightforward, so... Yeah, let me pull up the schedule, see what's going on.
Yeah, as Fear Agent stating, we have game running right now. It's Illus vs Hitsu, and it's also Team Awesome, which haven't. Yeah, there's no lose for Team Awesome yet, so that's a pretty good game to watch as well.
Yeah, and then later on at 9-10 p.m. We have another Light World Conference semifinals. We have Team Kappa versus Seal W. We got 1UP versus my boy Swerve. That's gonna be on ALTTPR League. Looking forward to checking that out. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I don't have anything else to say, so I will let my lovely co-commentator sign us off.
Thank you for commenting with you. It was a pleasure, and thank you guys for these awesome games. And of course, thanks guys for watching. I hope you'll watch the other games as well. Have a good night, evening, afternoon, whatever.